I have a confession to make. I've actually been to a lot of events, you guys, but between all these events, all the PAXs, all the dream hacks, my favorite event is TwitchCon. It's so cool to meet everybody that you've been hanging out with on Twitch for the entire year, and to see large streamers treated like celebrities, see all the new sponsors and new software that's coming out for streamers. It's just a really neat environment. If you're interested in learning about how to make the most out of TwitchCon 2018 for you and your channel, stick around. I really need to take these off. These actually really hurt. They're getting caught in my hair. What's up guys, it's ashnichrist and welcome back to my channel where I teach you to pursue your dreams and learn to stream. And if that's something you're interested in, hit that big red subscribe button down below and I will give you more videos like this one. So as you guys could tell in the intro, I've been to a lot of events, and the reason that I love events is because I love meeting everybody in person and I love meeting new people. But that being said, if you're a content creator, you really have to make sure that your time spent away from creating content is productive and will feed back into that content's success. So you really want to make sure with TwitchCon that whenever you go, you are set up to see success from your visit to this convention in the future of your content. There are a lot of ways to do that and to keep your community engaged whenever you're away, but my first tip is to bunk up with your friends. If you can find a few people that are interested in getting an Airbnb and you trust them, it can actually make for some really fun times together, some really cool friendship moments, and also bonus, it's a little bit cheaper. Or a lot cheaper, depending on where you stay. If you try to get a hotel close to the convention center, it's gonna be a lot more expensive than if you just get a really nice Airbnb a couple of miles away. Now obviously this one kind of goes without saying, but you want to get your plane tickets and your TwitchCon tickets as far ahead as you can, because that will save you a ton of money as well, and you're probably going to be spending quite a bit whenever you are at the actual convention. Speaking of the convention, I actually don't recommend eating at the con at all unless you are super pressed for time or you're super starving and you just want to get something quick. The food at the convention is typically very expensive and very bad for you. So if you have the time or if you have the ability to plan ahead, go out to places that are healthier and a little bit nicer with some of your friends. This could also be a really great opportunity to plan ahead for some business lunches. Maybe there are some interesting people you've been wanting to meet or interesting groups you've been wanting to get to know, and this could be a great time for you to plan ahead of time and to schedule those lunches. Speaking of planning ahead, it's one of the best tips that I can give you. Plan ahead for the people that you want to meet, okay? So make a list of people, research things that they're great at, things that they're interested in, and things that you guys have in common so you can have some common ground before you even get to the convention. This is going to make it a lot easier on you. It's going to be less pressure. You're already going to know what you want to talk about. And also, plan ahead in your content. Don't leave your community hanging when you go to a convention. Plan some type of content for them, whether that is a Twitch premiere, or if you're rebroadcasting something, or if you've got something going on other platforms. Keep your audience engaged, keep yourself in their minds by creating content for them while you are still gone. When you go to TwitchCon, you are going to meet a lot of people. You will meet streamers of all sizes, companies and organizations of all sizes. You might come up with some really cool collab ideas or really cool opportunities for you. Take business cards. It doesn't matter what size streamer you are. It doesn't matter if you're a huge company or small. If you do not have business cards, people are way less likely to get into touch with you after you've had an awesome conversation. I can't tell you how many amazing streamers I've met and I've been like, hey, let me get your card. I'd love to reach out and work with you in the future, and they don't have a card. So I follow you on Twitter, cool, but I'm gonna forget about this conversation later. You will end up with a stack of business cards at the end of the convention. Now here's a pro tip for all of you people out there that are meeting too many people and you feel like you can't keep track whenever you're at conventions. What you can do is get the business cards that have the white on the back, okay? So don't pay anything. This makes your business cards cheaper. You flip them over and you write a little bit about that person on the back. Now, even if you don't have a clear back of your business card, you can just write on the business card what you guys talked about. And so that way it's easier for you to remember them later and easier for you to reach out again. There are also going to be a lot of potential sponsors. There are going to be a lot of people that are creating products specifically for Twitch streamers that might want to work with you. So if you don't have a business card to give them, they're probably not going to end up reaching out to you in the future. When you approach a potential sponsor, the best thing that you can do is just treat them like a normal person. Don't just hand them a business card and run off to the next one. Give them individual attention and try to get to know them more as a person instead of just the partner manager of whatever cool brand you want to work with. When a partner manager decides whether to sponsor you or not, it is a human person making a human decision. They want to sponsor you, especially if it's a product sponsorship, because they believe in you and they believe in your content. And they are more likely to believe in you when they know more about you as a person and you know a little bit about them. So it's more of creating a relationship with them that is based on authenticity and being a genuine friend than it is reaching out to some like being in the sky that's just gonna give you free stuff. Something that I always recommend to streamers of all sizes, whenever you are looking to work with someone, be selective about who you work with. Really make sure that the company that you are reaching out to is a good fit for your channel. If you stream mainly The Sims, but then you start trying to be sponsored by a horror product company, that doesn't really make sense. That's a huge disconnect for your audience. So you want to make sure that you are getting sponsored by companies that your audience actually cares about too, because that's where you're going to see the greatest return for your sponsor and for the growth of your stream. Speaking of growing your stream, panels are a huge learning opportunity. They are absolutely incredible. So many inspirational and educated people are giving great talks and great knowledge out for free. You might as well go to them and learn a little bit more. You'll probably pick up a ton of tips that will help you grow your channel. Another thing that you can try to do is try to make a piece of really unique content while you're there. So this is something that you can bring back to your community to make them feel like they were a bit more part of your life while you were actually at TwitchCon. Now, a lot of people do this with vlogs, but you can also go live from the convention as well. So someone like me, where my value is that I provide information and education to help people get better at streaming, I could potentially partner with people that are going to TwitchCon, live stream on my channel their best tips from the actual TwitchCon floor. So for my audience, they would really enjoy that because they're getting knowledge and they're also getting to see a peek into what I'm doing at TwitchCon. You probably have something like that that would work really well for your channel as well. Here's another awesome tip. Bring an external phone charger. Seriously, if you are meeting a ton of people and you are all streamers, more than likely you are going to be posting a lot on social media and your camera eats up your phone battery really quickly. So if you're taking a lot of photos with a bunch of people and you're tagging them on social, your battery is going to go down pretty fast. Also, if you're live streaming, that's going to kill you too, but make sure that you bring an external phone charger so that way you are always able to keep creating content and keep taking photos and you don't have to worry about it. You also really want to plan ahead for merchandise purchases. So what's going to happen is there is going to be a giant store filled with everything Twitch, t-shirts and mugs and onesies and all sorts of crazy stuff, and you're probably going to want to spend a ton of money. Twitch is going to release what's actually going to be in the store ahead of time, so you want to plan out how much you're going to be spending whenever you actually get to the convention, so that way you're not hit with any large amount of merchandise like bills. That's not right. Whatever. And here's a tip that a lot of people don't take seriously, and that is there will be parties every single night. Most nights will have 2, 3, or 4 parties going on. You need to be selective about which ones you go to and make sure that you're signing up for these parties literally the second you see them circulated on Twitter, because they will be circulated on Twitter, they're gonna get a bunch of retweets, and those parties fill up quick. Parties are one of the best ways to approach people in the community in a really casual way, and so it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to talk to people that you might want to work with later, for you to meet new people, and really kind of grow your community by just meeting people in a casual setting. So parties are awesome, but plan ahead for them and don't get wasted. Remember, you are representing your community and your content, and potentially you might be representing some of the sponsors that are at the event in the future. Your sponsors or your potential sponsors are looking at you to see how you behave. So if you are being extremely dramatic or you're getting really trashed, they're less likely to work with you in the future because you will be representing them. So make sure that you don't get super trashed at parties. I know that it's fun and you're around your friends and you just want to have a good time, but you still have to remember that this is kind of a business setting and we need to maintain a level of professionalism. TwitchCon is an awesome time to meet a lot of people, but remember, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. If you don't plan ahead, if you don't try to get out of your shell a little bit and meet some people, TwitchCon is not going to be a great return on the amount of money that you're spending, and it's not really going to contribute to you growing your stream in the future. If you really want to grow your stream, make sure that you're following these tips. Let me know your favorite part about TwitchCon down below in the comments, and if you're new here, slap me on the face right below this video for videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday on how you can pursue your dreams and learn to stream. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!